Archangel Michael says, "Don't panic now, but everything you thought was hidden is about to rise like smoke into the sky. The shadows are beginning to clear, and the real faces are being unmasked. The truth, as heavy as it is, will not come to break you, but to free you. Your name was dragged into something you didn't sign up for. Papers were signed, meetings were held, and secrets were whispered in dark rooms without your knowledge. But someone from inside couldn't live with the guilt anymore. They're leaking it all now. That strange feeling you've had lately, the sense that something wasn't quite right, it wasn't your imagination. They thought they covered it perfectly, but they forgot that heaven sees what they bury. Someone close to you is about to blurt everything out by mistake, and from that moment, there's no going back. You might feel betrayed when you find out who was involved. You may even feel like collapsing when you realize how deep it goes. But remember, what is being exposed is something that was already poisoning your life silently. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This isn't just about gossip or rumors, it's about long-buried actions now surfacing to be judged. A secret folder with your name on it exists in a place you never would have thought to look. A message, half written, half erased, is going to find its way to your eyes. A person you trusted once played a double role. They smiled in front of you but carried tales about you behind your back, thinking you'd never know. But now they're being spiritually cornered. What they hid is going to be made public. This truth will sound unbelievable at first because the people involved were good at pretending. You will be tempted to question your own memory, your own kindness, your own choices. But hold on, because the divine timing is precise, and the exposure is intentional. A woman with a guilty conscience can no longer keep her mouth closed. Her voice will be the beginning of the unraveling. She's already pacing back and forth, wondering how to delay what's about to happen. Type Amen to get blessing 441. Someone tried to bind your destiny with confusion, hoping you'd remain lost. They sent people to distract you, confuse your sense of direction, and drain your energy. But the more they tried to twist your path, the more angels reinforced your light. You'll soon hear your name mentioned in a place you never imagined. A call, a screenshot, or a strange post will cross your eyes. And it will be about you. That's when the clock starts ticking toward full exposure. Archangel Michael says this isn't revenge, it's revelation. You were being watched by divine eyes while they played their game in secret. Now it's time to break the chain that kept you in the dark. One person thought they had more time. They believed the universe would never catch up. But something powerful is pulling the curtains back now, and their fake smiles are turning into silent panic. Type Amen to get blessing 779. A letter exists that was meant for you, but someone intercepted it. They feared what you'd discover if it reached your hands. But that letter is coming, torn, stained, but still legible, and it carries the confession they never wanted you to read. Your memories will start connecting when you least expect it. Pieces of strange encounters, confusing messages, and unexplained delays will suddenly make sense. You'll realize someone you thought was a helper was the one slowing your growth. They did something in your name, pretending they were doing it for your good. But it was to keep you out of something that was rightfully yours. A blessing, a reward, an invitation, blocked without your knowledge. Don't be afraid of the chaos that follows truth, it's just the old lies crumbling. You are not being punished, you are being cleansed. The mess you're about to witness was already there, it's only becoming visible now. Type Amen to get blessing 525. A phone will ring and a familiar voice will struggle to explain. They will say, "I didn't mean to," but the words won't land right. You'll remember every red flag you ignored. Someone scared you'll cut them off forever when the truth spills. They'll try to paint themselves as the victim. But the timing of truth has no sympathy for manipulators. Behind your back, people made deals. They used your kindness to win something for themselves. But the same hands that wrote you off are now trembling in fear because their plan is falling apart. This isn't just a betrayal, it's a spiritual test. And you've passed by staying grounded, loving, and refusing to stoop to their level. Now heaven is stepping in to show who really held power all along. Type Amen to get blessing 906. There's a man who knows more than he's saying. He carries the truth like a secret weight, but the pressure is building. He's on the verge of either spilling everything or vanishing from your life completely. Someone's been trying to delay your destiny because they're scared of what your full potential looks like. They envy the way you rise even when you're tired. But they didn't realize that interfering with divine timing carries heavy consequences. You might feel stunned by the names you hear. Some will be relatives. Some will be friends. And some will be people you helped during their lowest. They were planning to keep this lie until the end of time. But the lie started decaying from the inside. Now it's starting to stink, and everyone around is beginning to notice. Type Amen to get blessing 887. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says no weapon they formed against you will succeed, not even the ones made from silence. The truth will echo in rooms you haven't even stepped into yet. Your energy is waking people up and shaking hidden foundations. A paper trail is about to surface. Bank statements, property issues, or an email you never saw before. Something about money or land or credit will reveal who really blocked your favor. Your silence is what made them comfortable. They thought you'd never dig deep enough. But your spirit was never asleep, it was simply waiting for divine timing. Now the hour has arrived, and you'll feel it in your chest. A sudden stillness before a storm of revelations. People who laughed at your pain will be the first to apologize or disappear. Type Amen to get blessing 328. There's a cousin or childhood friend involved. They smiled when you weren't looking but kept feeding lies to people around you. They wanted to inherit something they had no right to. A strange document with forged information is going to come to light. It might be about insurance, inheritance, or something with your family's name on it. It was altered in secret, but not well enough to escape heaven's eyes. The devil thought he could dress up betrayal in fancy packaging. But the disguise is slipping. You'll see clearly who was real and who was wearing a costume. Someone even tried to tie your name to a crime or a lie to ruin your reputation. But the truth is about to blast through like thunder. And when it hits, even your enemies will have to admit the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your reaction will determine your reward. If you stay calm, listen, and let divine justice handle it, you will gain more than you lost. The spiritual realm is already arranging for your restoration. There's someone crying because they know they're about to lose you. They were warned spiritually, and they're now in regret. But it may be too late to undo the damage. You will soon be invited into a room you were once excluded from. A meeting, a blessing, an opportunity, something they tried to hide from you. And your name will be spoken with honor. A man who once ignored your presence is about to search for you again. Not out of love, but because he now realizes you hold the key to something valuable. But this time, you will have the control. Type Amen to get blessing 412. This whole season was a preparation for something bigger. What was exposed wasn't to hurt you, it was to purify what you built. A castle can't be raised on a sinking lie. One truth will lead to another like dominoes falling. Every confession will trigger a new revelation. By the time this is over, you will stand in a place of power. You won't need to prove anything. The truth will walk for you. The light will speak in rooms your voice hasn't reached yet. Someone who mocked you in secret is about to need your help. They were sure you'd be too broken to rise again. But they forgot, you were chosen to survive storms. Type Amen to get blessing 737. Your name will be cleared. Your path will open. Your energy will be restored like nothing happened, but you will never be the same again. A healing will come not just to your heart, but to your name. What was twisted and slandered will now be seen for what it truly is. Light always wins in the end. Let the storm come. Let the truth roar. You are no longer living in the silence of lies. Watch the same people who laughed at you now stare in silence. You don't need to announce your truth, it will rise on its own. It's time. Type Amen to get blessing 344. You made it through the worst of it. And now the truth is yours to hold. Not to destroy, but to rise. What they meant for harm is now a spotlight on your power. They accidentally made you unshakable. You were always the strongest one in the story. Now, the reward comes, greater than you prayed for. Bigger than they tried to take. And more beautiful than anything they ever imagined for you. Archangel Michael says the final curtain is falling. And when it does, you will walk out, not as the victim, but as the revelation. The full truth is yours. Claim it. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The whispers behind your back are turning into full-blown echoes. The ones who plotted behind closed doors now feel exposed, like light pouring into a room they thought would stay dark forever. You are about to hear everything, and you'll remember the exact moment the atmosphere shifted. They didn't expect this timing. They thought their silence had buried the matter for good. But divine clocks don't forget the ticking, and now the alarm has gone off on their deception. A man from your past who distanced himself in a strange way is carrying one piece of this truth. He knows something he didn't have the courage to say. But now that the secret is unraveling, he is coming back, confused, shaken, and unsure how you'll react. One mistake from one of them will set everything off. They will mention the wrong date, the wrong name, or bring up something they didn't mean to. That will be your sign that their cover is gone. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Someone printed your picture and used it in a place they should not have. They built a story around you that you didn't approve. But that image is being traced back, and the person behind it will be held accountable. You'll feel it before you see it. A sudden tension in your chest, a strange dream, or a name that keeps popping up, these are warnings from above. You're not imagining it. The energy is changing. Archangel Michael says you're not meant to fight this in flesh and anger. You are being backed by a spiritual force so powerful it will silence every false witness. Every lie will now have to explain itself in public. Someone who used to laugh at your efforts is now watching you in silence. Their silence is loud because guilt has choked their pride. They can't face the person they once underestimated. Type Amen to get blessing 642. A close friend you thought was neutral was secretly informing your enemies. They played both sides and gained what they could from both. But now both sides are collapsing, and they're stuck with nowhere to hide. You will soon realize someone went through your personal items, physically or digitally, trying to find something to use against you. What they found instead frightened them. It was your strength. They underestimated your connection to divine wisdom. They didn't know you'd be warned in dreams and feelings. And now they can't move the way they used to, because every move they make reveals more truth. Your quietness made them feel they had won. But you were observing, recording, waiting. And now, you don't need revenge, you have revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 202. A spiritual inheritance was blocked by someone in your own bloodline. A generational promise was paused by a jealous relative. They thought they could claim it all by erasing your name from certain documents. But an angel has entered the timeline. They are restoring your access, your name, and your path. You will get what is yours, and more. There's a female voice from your childhood that once told you something confusing. That phrase will now make complete sense in light of the truth coming out. She was warning you, but you were too young to understand. Someone is now trying to delete messages, destroy evidence, and rewrite timelines. But they're too late. Heaven already has the files. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A forgotten video or voice recording is going to emerge. It will sound small, but it will hold a key. It will confirm what your spirit already suspected. People who doubted your intuition will now look at you with stunned respect. They didn't know you were that spiritually sharp. But now they must accept it. A man is trying to reach you but keeps hesitating. He knows something that will flip the entire narrative. He's afraid to speak because he benefited from the lie, but guilt is eating him alive. Someone tried to use you as a scapegoat. They wanted to pin something on you and move on. But the situation reversed, and now they're being watched while you are being vindicated. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Your absence in their circle is becoming powerful. They now feel your silence as punishment. They realize your light wasn't something to play with. This truth will bring tears, but not sorrowful ones. You'll cry for the weight that's being lifted. You'll feel like you're breathing truth for the first time in years. They wanted you to live in confusion, to doubt your instincts, to second-guess your kindness. But the one thing they forgot was, you are covered by divine protection. A final file is about to be opened. It may come from a lawyer, a hospital, a bank, or even a spiritual leader. That file carries the end of the lie. Type Amen to get blessing 393. Someone was mocking your beliefs, calling you delusional. But now those same beliefs are becoming prophecy. They are realizing you were never imagining, it was all divine foresight. There's a room where your picture still hangs, though they removed your name. The space they tried to erase you from is now being haunted by your memory. Because you were never meant to be forgotten. A dream you had months ago will come true in detail. You'll recognize the face, the place, and the exact words. It will be a divine replay, and confirmation that everything is being shown to you clearly now. You might get a random email or package that seems like a mistake. But open it. Something inside will unlock what was locked for so long. Type Amen to get blessing 448. Archangel Michael says, this phase is not about fighting back, it's about standing tall and letting the truth reveal its voice. You're not alone in this battle. The heavens are roaring behind you. There's a woman whose name was constantly mentioned around you. You will soon discover her role in all of this. She's more involved than she pretended to be. They laughed when you were confused, when you cried, when you doubted yourself. But now that everything is being revealed, the laughter has turned into silence. Even they can't believe how quickly everything is falling apart. That social post, that small comment, that old photo, it will all resurface to testify in your favor. The truth is assembling evidence without you even needing to try. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Someone is going to call you to warn you, but they're part of the ones who did it. Don't panic when they pretend to care. It's guilt disguised as concern. You already know what their role was. You'll feel your spirit getting lighter as each piece of the puzzle comes into place. The confusion is breaking, the fog is clearing, and your true path is being restored. This is your awakening season. The time they thought they bought by lying is running out. Their options are shrinking. And your options are expanding. You'll see how everything they hid from you was building your strength, your clarity, and your character. The delay was never denial, it was protection. Type Amen to get blessing 808. You're about to experience the greatest clarity you've ever felt. No more blurred lines. No more emotional manipulation. No more false loyalty. The betrayal they orchestrated is now turning into the platform of your breakthrough. What they meant to use against you is now your badge of truth. You'll wear it like armor. Their names will be forgotten, but your name will rise. You are not someone who disappears. You are someone who gets revealed in perfect timing. Now is the time to prepare your space. Clear your mind. Get ready, because the blessings they tried to block are arriving faster than they can stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Let them scramble. Let them explain. Let them sweat. You, however, will walk with dignity and quiet power. The truth was never lost. It was just waiting for the right moment to thunder. And that thunder is now rolling. You are not who they thought you were. You are stronger, brighter, chosen, covered, protected. Archangel Michael says you've waited long enough. The truth is yours now, breathe it in. Stand up, child of light, and let the full story be told. Type Amen to get blessing 777. There's one final piece still hidden, but not for long. It's buried beneath fake laughter, old stories, and half-truths. Someone has been guarding it like treasure, not because it's valuable, but because it's incriminating. The same people who tried to silence you are now being silenced by the truth. The pressure is mounting, and their lies are starting to show cracks. They look over their shoulders now because they know something's coming. The full truth has a power they underestimated. It doesn't scream, it whispers in moments they can't escape. Every quiet second is now a reminder of what they did. One specific date will haunt them. A birthday, a meeting, or a phone call they wish they could erase. But that date is about to be the headline of the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Your energy has shifted, and they can feel it. You are not the same person they once tried to control. You are clearer, calmer, and protected on a level they don't understand. Someone will soon confess out of fear. They're scared the truth will come from someone else first. They'd rather say it now than be exposed by another source. This isn't a game of revenge, it's a spiritual release. You're not here to punish anyone. You're here to reclaim your name, your peace, your purpose. A legal issue they tried to dodge will resurface. A forgotten document or overlooked signature will come back like a mirror they can't escape. It will prove everything you didn't have the words for before. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Archangel Michael says, this is your time to observe and receive. You've fought long enough. Now truth will fight for you. That phone call you missed a few days ago? That message you thought wasn't important? Check again. Something is trying to reach you through divine timing. You are not crazy for what you felt. Your intuition was accurate even when no one believed you. And now they will see how connected you truly are. Someone is watching your glow return, and it terrifies them. They thought they drained you for good. But they forgot that your source wasn't earthly, it was spiritual. Type Amen to get blessing 553. There's a secret about your family, specifically your father's or mother's side, that you're about to discover. Something was intentionally kept from you. But now the seal is breaking. An old friend is battling with their conscience. They want to speak but fear losing the respect of others. Yet their silence is destroying them. You'll be surprised how quickly one truth leads to many. One confession will open doors to stories you never expected. The universe is cleaning house, starting with the people around you. Someone used your love and loyalty as a shield while they played the villain. But now they're trembling because the mask is slipping and the truth is shining too bright. Type Amen to get blessing 747. The truth is flowing through your dreams, your feelings, and even strangers' mouths. You'll overhear things that weren't meant for your ears, but were meant for your healing. One woman tried to block your blessings by stealing your image, your style, your words, even your ideas. But she can't steal your spirit. That energy is divine and non-transferable. Someone from your past is about to reach out, not with kindness, but with fear. They sense that the game is over and the truth is flooding through. They'll try to act innocent, but you'll already know better. This message is not just a warning, it's a confirmation. You were right. Your piece was real. Their plot failed. Type Amen to get blessing 118. An account you forgot about, a bank, a document, or an email, is about to reveal something valuable. It was ignored for years, but now it holds evidence of truth. It holds proof. They blocked your opportunities using manipulation and lies. They told others you weren't capable, that you weren't ready, that you didn't deserve. But now those very people are learning what a mistake that was. Someone is having dreams about you. They are being shown what's about to happen in the spirit realm. And they're scared, because they're in the vision, and not in a good way. Their power came from being in the shadows. But now that light is everywhere, they have nowhere left to hide. You, however, will stand strong in that light. Type Amen to get blessing 666. One more conversation is coming. It might be uncomfortable. It might sting. But it will close a chapter you've been dragging behind you. After that, you will feel 10 times lighter. You will finally realize that peace isn't found in pretending nothing happened, it's found in truth. Someone has been watching your growth from afar. They thought you'd fall. But now they're silently admiring the fire you walked through. Every lie has an expiration date. And theirs just passed. You will witness the truth collapse every single wall they tried to build against you. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's one document they hoped would never surface. But it's in motion now, moving through the right hands. It's like a silent messenger with undeniable truth. You are being repositioned. What was denied will now be offered. What was stolen will now return with interest. Your story is becoming a testimony. Not because of how much you lost, but because of how much you overcame without even knowing the whole truth. The time has come. Truth is not knocking, it's walking straight through the door. And when it arrives, every false name they gave you will be burned away. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You'll smile, not because it was easy, but because you survived it with your spirit intact. You didn't turn bitter. You didn't become like them. And that's your power. Even now, someone is preparing to contact you. They don't know what to say because the truth is too big to hide. But once it begins, it will all come flowing out. What was covered in confusion is now being covered in clarity. What was said in whispers is now being said out loud. And the world is beginning to notice. Archangel Michael says the hour of truth is divine. You didn't miss it. You were protected until it was safe enough to see it all. And now that it's safe, it's coming like a flood of light. Type Amen to get blessing 144.